I'm ready. What up? Let's get to it. So what do you know, dog? Alabama, first off, roll tide, full of pride, win, lose, or draw. But Alabama still got a chance. Somehow still has a chance for the college football playoff. Oh yeah. As you see in the background, I'm gonna get to the picture in a minute. But Alabama still has a chance, ranked at number 13 in the most recent college football rankings, et cetera, et cetera. Now I understand you understand at the end of the season the bracket will look different. It will be different. These are the rankings, but it's the bracket which matters. But bottom line is Alabama still got a shot, huh? They are the second team out right behind Clemson. And it's funny, a lot of people said after they lost to Oklahoma, oh, it's no chance in hell. Bama shouldn't be there. You even got Bama fans saying, I don't want to see Bama in the playoff. First off, let me say this, right? You say you're a real Bama fan, you root for Bama, you're a true fan, et cetera, et cetera. You should always want your team to have a shot at the playoffs, no matter what, no matter how bad you think they may be. And contrary to belief, when Bama this season, when Bama has showed up and brung their A game, they've looked spectacular at moments. You cannot deny that. Now, have they looked piss poor, unprepared, mentally, physically unprepared? Hell yeah. But when players and coaches have showed up, bring their A game, they look damn near unbeatable at times, and definitely look like they can compete and beat any team in the land. Standing on that 10 toes down. But for you fans talking about you don't want to see your team in the college football playoff, you don't want Alabama to be in there representing the SEC, representing Bama, the brand, etc. Turn your fan card in. That's all I'm gonna say. Understand you're mad at how they play versus Oklahoma. Me too, of course. Piss poor performance. But at the end of the day, you don't ever wish or hope your team loses or hope your team doesn't make the playoff. Because what is it about? At the end of the day, if you don't want to see your team reach the highest pinnacle, compete for a playoff, compete for a national title, even if you think they won't lose, they won't win it, or can't win it, or will get beat in the playoffs, whatever, first round, second round, whatever, dog. It's about making the dance. It's about getting in. And guess what? Anything can happen. You just got to get in the dance. So I'm glad Bama still has a shot. You hear me? Period. I'm glad they still have a shot. You hear me? Bottom line, huh? But with that being said, this tells you this what the committee is doing. They're giving Bama one chance, one more opportunity to prove their worth, prove who they are. Because the world knows it. You think the committee ignored the fact they beat Georgia, blew them out first half? You think the committee ignores that they blew LSU out, huh? Do you think the committee ignores the strength of schedule, seventh ranked? Well, they might just ignore the strength of schedule. I don't even know if strength of schedule matters, dog, as far as playoff rankings, etc. It should. And Bama has one of the hardest schedules in the land, in the nation, right? Some of these teams, I'm gonna get into the ranking and the pick. You see the pick behind me in the background, but I'm gonna get to some of the rankings in a minute. Some of these teams have weak ass strength of schedules, dog. Rankings. You hear me? Maybe that doesn't matter, dog. It should definitely, right? But you understand the committee is not gonna ignore it, and they can't ignore it. So they're basically saying, "Look, Bama, we're giving you one more shot, one more chance because we've seen what you can do when you bring A-level football, when you really bring the standard to the table. Kalen DeBoer, your staff, your players, we're going to really see what y'all do versus Auburn. Auburn, a hot team, talking trash, talking heavy, playing great football, which you see from Auburn every year, damn near late in the season, dog. And we know how these rivalry games go. The Iron Bowl always goes, and we know Auburn going to bring it to just be the good Texas A&M team, bro. You hear me? So the committee can't ignore that. So Bama, they should be happy, elated, turned up. You can't get turned up for this. Not only a chance to beat Auburn, but a chance to still be in the college playoff mix. Nick Sheridan, Kane Walmack, Kalen DeBoer. If you can't have your staff and your players ready for this moment, dog, get out the building now, including you, DeBoer. I still think Nick Sheridan and Kane Walmack should be fired, but I'm gonna save that for a later video. But Kalen DeBoer, you don't beat Auburn, and guess what? You can't just barely beat Auburn. You can't just barely beat Auburn. I'm sure the committee wants to see you beat Auburn convincingly, convincingly, the ball. So can you have your team ready? This is a perfect opportunity for you, DeBoer, to say, hey, chill out. This is my first year. Ease it down. Calm it down. Stop coming at me heavy talking about calling for my job. But right now, DeBoer, you are in the hot seat, buddy. You are in the hot seat, hands down, man down, like it or not, or at least you should be. But the fact that Bama still has a chance, sitting there at 13, everything's still on the line once again. We saw what happened when everything was on the line versus Oklahoma. Whether y'all was sleeping, whatever. It was trash, atrocious, piss poor. How y'all gonna show up this week versus Auburn? Bragging rights, respect, but not only that, playoffs on the line. Once again, you still right there. Now you need some teams to lose. Hopefully Clemson will lose, and I think Clemson will lose. South Carolina playing some good football. I think they're gonna beat Clemson, bro. Heavy. Other teams could lose as well, but the sucky thing about this, certain like teams in their conference, top winners, they get in. Teams like Boise, Arizona State, right? Matter of fact, let's just get into the pick to really break it down. So they need to revamp this whole college scenario thing, etc. In my opinion, so here it is right here. As you see, first team out, Clemson. That's why it would be huge if Clemson loses, but Bama has to win. None of this matters if Bama doesn't win. You hear me? That's the bottom line. Bama must win. That's first off. Second team out, right here, Bama. So basically, if they take care of business with Auburn and beat Auburn convincingly, right? Even if Clemson wins, I mean, Bama still may get in. But on top of that, you still got to wait for the championship games, the SEC championship, ACC championship, Big 10, Big 12, et cetera, et cetera. We know what's up, right? So here's the bracket, though, right here. 12, Arizona State coming in at 12, 9 and 2. I don't know how Arizona State is even in the mix. I would love to see their strength of schedule. Probably trash, piss poor, easy, weak. You know, we can just break down strength of schedules and it tells it all right there. Then we got Boise State, horrible strength of schedule. I mean, come on, man. How would Boise State perform in the SEC? How would Arizona State perform in the SEC? Let's be real about it. So you got 12, Arizona State, 11, Indiana. Could they lose to Purdue? Probably not, but could they lose to Purdue? Ohio State just dealt with them easily, quickly, and swiftly. 9, Tennessee, they belong. Georgia, a Georgia team that Bama beat. A Georgia team that people still think is the best in the SEC. You hear me? Then you think about Ole Miss beating Georgia. So where does that put Bama? But does Georgia belong? Yeah. Number 7, Notre Dame. Notre Dame, what is their strength of schedule? Who have they played for real? They're ranked 7. 6, Penn State, barely beat Minnesota. You hear me? Barely beat Minnesota. What else we got? 6, 7. Hold on. Oh, this is the bracket. Okay. You got 10, SMU, SMU, ACC. Their strength of schedule is like 77th or something like that. Piss poor trash. Miami, they may lose to Syracuse this week, but thing about it is conference winners still get in the top 4, still get a bye. So teams like Boise State, I got to reiterate it, get in the damn playoff. Who has Boise State really beat, dog? You think Boise State can really beat Bama, compete with Bama or any team on this bracket besides Arizona State? So they need to revamp this still, homie. It should really be the best teams in the land. But this right here, Bama right there. Who thought Bama would be right there with 3 wins, a loss to Oklahoma where they only scored 3 points, huh? That shows you that the committee, this is your last shot, Bama. This is your last shot to prove us wrong. Prove, prove to us that you are who we think you are. And if Bama can't get hyped for this, fire everybody, dog. Hey, throw them under the bus, get them up out of there, break it down all now, break it down, blow it up right now, quickly and swiftly, ASAP, because ain't no hope. Not only you get to play Auburn, important game every year, respect on the line, but you still right there. All your hopes and dreams still right there, right in front of your eyes, right in front of you. Which Bama team we gonna get? Auburn tough, man. They got a run game defense, etc. We know they gonna bring it. Like I said, I'm gonna get into the video later. Them boys so confident, they talking trash about Ryan Williams, about the coaching, about Milroe. They don't care. And they coming to Alabama on top of that, talking heavy. You hear me? But Bama still stands. Still remains. Still has an opportunity. We're gonna see once again who is Bama really. Huh? And if they come out piss poor, lackadaisical, nonchalant, playing trash football, because we know what they're capable of, what they can do, but they've been inconsistent, mentally weak. Huh? Can't translate that talent to the field week in, week out. Majority blame on the coaches once again, DeBoer and his staff. Period. But we know Bama bring their A game, mentally locked in, locked in. They can beat any team in the nation, in the country, dog. From number 1 Oregon to whoever below that. And I stand on that 10 toes down. But does Bama believe it, homie? Are they ready? We know they battling injuries, dog. You got Lawson out now. But this team has talent. And you can't tell me nothing different. So how they gonna show up? But the college football rankings, newest rankings are in. Recent rankings are in. And Bama's still right there at 13 from the outside looking in. Whoever thought, dog? Get one more chance, Bama. Better wake your ass up. Let me know how you feel about the video. Do you think Bama deserved it? Should they be ranked that high? Do you want to see them in the playoffs? Fire them comments up. Feedback is much appreciated. Hey, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell. Make sure you hit that bell. Support the channel. Support the grind. Big school here. Roll Tide full of pride forever. Win, lose, or draw. Heavy. Yeah.